how to release miracles, faith, healing, abundance, prosperity, luck. If your Jupiter is in the fifth house or in Leo, hey, I'm the birthday coach, Jeremy Wright, and saying you were born for more. You deserve more love, happiness, and success. I help you do that with the secrets of astrology. If you got Jupiter in the fifth house, you should subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell because a lot of times I'm going to be able to relate to you probably better than many other astrologers. Jupiter in the fifth. But even if you got Jupiter in Leo, this video is for you. What's Jupiter? Jupiter is the planet of benefits. It benefits you. And so you want to look and see in the natal chart what house your Jupiter is in and what sign it is in, because those traits and those themes you can find easier luck in, better luck in, opportunities. It can come to you more natural. It can literally tap into a higher power flowing through you in that area of your life, in those themes of your life. So specifically, how does a Jupiter in fifth, how does that bless someone? How does that help someone who has this in their natal chart? Well, what this tells us is that if Jupiter is the planet of faith, that you can have faith in matters of the fifth house to operate in, to receive your prosperity, your blessings, your good luck. What's fifth house? Fifth house is a lot of things. Right off the bat, fifth house is creativity. It's the creative things that you're doing. And since we're talking about creating prosperity, people that have Jupiter in the fifth can literally take their creativity and make money. They can literally take their creativity and open doors of opportunity. So Jupiter, the planet of faith, says you got to have faith in these creative urges that you got. If you're a musician, have faith in your music. If you're a singer, have faith in your song. If you're a writer, have faith in your story. Fifth house is saying you got to believe in the muse, right? We're talking about when someone sings or someone comes under the muse, M-U-S-E, the muse, the inspiration. Inspiration in spirit. You know when you're inspired because you get energized, you become alive, you become excited. And so especially with Jupiter in the fifth, because fifth house is traditionally ruled by the sun, which is energy. So you know you're operating in faith when that energy, that excitement, what I would call optimistic opportunity. You feel an opportunity and you feel optimistic about it because it's literally setting your spirit on fire. Like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I really want to write this lyrics out. I really feel it deep in my heart. It moves me when I hear it. I love people that got Jupiter in the fifth that are writers and singers and entertainers. They're natural entertainers. Because fifth house is the natural house of theater and the arts and performing, just like Leo is the natural sign of the actors and actresses and motivational speakers and teachers. And of course, Leo's also about leadership. So we're gonna talk about that in a minute. That if you want to begin to really see your life take off on a whole new level, you got to believe in your own leadership. You got to believe that you can lead in the area of your craft. Fifth house is our creativity. Fifth house, Leo, Jupiter and Leo is our leadership. Can you take your craft? Can you take your creativity and begin to lead people with it? So these are excellent people that are teachers and advisors and counselors. Why? Because most people that go to a counselor or an advisor, they're wanting to be led. They're wanting direction. They want clarity. And there's nothing like Jupiter in the fifth that can really be a great advisor to people because you just naturally have been called to lead because Leo is leadership, is shining a light. And what are you helping people? What are you leading them in? You're leading them in their inspiration, their creativity. Remember, we talk about the creator, procreation, putting something positive out into the world, tapping into our highest good. Jupiter, when you tap into your creativity, you literally are tapping into the mind of the universe. You're literally tapping into the will of God, the evolutionary impulse. These things that make you spark and come alive. I call it the divine spark. We all have a divine spark in us. How do you know you got that divine spark? Is once again that thing that makes you feel like your soul is breathing, that your spirit is moving inside of you, whether it's really exciting or really peaceful or really just resonates, just feels like me. That's when your divine spark is lit. That's when it's on. That's when it's shining. So these are people that can make tons of money in doing their creative gifts, the things that they, even hobbies, because fifth house is fun. It's very important for Jupiter in fifth or Jupiter in Leo that you don't lose your childlike faith. Remember, Jesus said, unless you become as little children, you can't enter into the kingdom. And it's good advice whether you're Christian, Hindu, Muslim, or atheist. What are we talking about? Talking about having a childlike enthusiasm for life. You don't have to ask children to play. Most of the time, if you just let them have an opportunity to go outdoors, have an opportunity to have a coloring book, an opportunity, just give them an opportunity to use their imagination, and off usually they go. And in enjoying that imaginative world. Now, we know Pisces in the 12th is a lot about our dreams and imagination, but creativity is part of imagination, and that's found in that fifth house. And so, but the fifth house is fun. It's playing. You know, if you got Jupiter in the fifth, you really don't want to get bogged down trying to force yourself to come up with the best idea for prosperity, for money, for good luck, because fifth house is having fun. Probably the best thing you can do when you're stressed out financially is to stop sitting in the house and worrying about it and go do something. Go watch a movie. Go to a comedy show. Go do something that puts a smile on your face, because faith releases miracles, and a smile lifts your faith. A laugh raises up your spirit. You ever heard that saying that laughter is medicine to the soul? You ever heard someone cry so much, and after they cry for a while, then they start to laugh, and that laughter is like a soothing balm? You want the blessings of the universe? It's okay to laugh. Let other people laugh. Bring joy. Woo! I'm feeling the joy right now. I got an inspiration for you, Jupiter in the fifth or Jupiter in Leo. You're here to shine the light of joy in people's life. Light people up. Make them laugh. Make them smile. Make them feel good about themselves. Leo has a lot of leadership, but it's also a lot of charisma. Remember, the performer. You go out there every day and you're like, you know what? I'm going to perform for the grocery store lady. I'm going to perform for the dry cleaning man. I'm going to actually entertain them with a joyful, childlike innocence, just an uplift, not a care in the world. When you're being bogged down with a lot of worry and stress, you're limiting that Jupiter influence of faith. You're limiting that Jupiter influence of joy. So it's very important for a fifth house Jupiter that they don't lose their sense of play. You don't want to be work. Now, maybe if you got a ton of Capricorn and you find work to be fun, that's great. But if you ain't got a lot of Capricorn and you're working, and you're not doing things that make you laugh, make you feel excited, make you feel energized, you literally are just going to sell your soul for time, money in exchange for time, or time in exchange for money. But it's slavery. It's work slavery. And the more you lose your joy, your fun, and your innocence, the more opportunities begin to close. The more things get tight. The more things get stressed. Because Jupiter in the fifth, Jupiter in Leo, wants to keep it light, keep it exciting, keep it flowing and fresh. You know, even if it's a challenge, it's tackling that challenge with enthusiasm. Leo's an enthusiast. It's a fire sign. I'm going to go out there and do it. So definitely listen to music that uplifts you. Listen to inspirational YouTubes that excite you. Because no matter what flavor your zodiac sign is, whether it's Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter in Cancer, even if it's not in a fire sign, fifth house traditionally is a fire house because it's traditionally ruled by the sun, Leo. So what do we do to get blessings, miracles, and healings with Jupiter in the fifth? You allow yourself to shine. You allow yourself to get out there and see yourself as an ever-expanding person of influence. So go out there and be an influence on social media. Be an influence out there on YouTube and, TikTok or whatever. Because that will open doors for prosperity, blessings, and money. Why is that? Because the more you can get better at entertaining, the more people are going, and the more people watch you, the more that you're going to network or attract or manifest the right connections. If you have Jupiter in the fifth and you're playing it small and you're just trying to stay out of the limelight, or you're trying to stay, don't get any attention on me, and you may have some very private planets. You maybe have a Scorpio rising and want to be very secretive. But that Jupiter, which is the planet of prosperity, the planet of blessings, the planet of opportunity, being happy, having joy, says you can't remain in the shadows. You got to get out there and get eyeballs on you. The more eyeballs that you get on you, the more entertaining you are, the more people want to give you money, the more people want to hire for the job, the more they want to be around you and recommend you. So, this tells me that you can make a lot of money off of your creative ideas. In creative ideas, you can become a millionaire off of your ideas if you believe in it. Remember, Leo's is a leadership. You got to lead with your ideas. You got to lead with your inspiration. You got to get out there and make it known to the world. And it can be with hobbies, the things that you enjoy doing. You can make a lot of money doing the things you enjoy, especially if it deals with children. Fifth house deals with children. So I would say right now that if you are struggling financially, if you're feeling depressed in your spirit, one of the best things you can do is hang around children, get around kids, and look at their smile and their laughter and their innocence, and just absorb that energy of knowing that life is sustaining you, that life loves you, that life is taking care of you, that it's okay to relax. It's okay to relax. It's okay to enjoy yourself. You're safe in this moment to play a little bit in this lifetime and enjoy yourself. And so, not to be so fearful. Your planet of optimism, the Jupiter, the planet of being optimistic, is in the house of fun, the house of play, the house of creativity, the house of romance. You need to flirt with life, flirt with people, flirt. It's a fun feeling energy. So many, I saw a TikTok the other day and someone said, why don't you just make it a habit to try to be one of those happy people? Why don't we try to make it a habit to be one of the pleasant people to be around? Jupiter says, be pleasant to be around. Be a high energy for people to be around. Be that thing that just brings people together and it changes the atmosphere because you're so fun and jovial and happy. Change the energy of the work environment. Change the energy. That's why people want to be around you, because you lift their energy up. The sun, Leo, it shines bright. It warms the atmosphere. So the more warming your personality can be, the more you're going to attract positive outcomes, positive situations to you. Jupiter in the fifth is not about really being serious unless you're serious about having fun, unless you're serious about putting your creativity, your music, your writing, your poetry, unless you're creative. Jupiter in the fifth is great if you want to gamble. As long as you know what you're doing, you can be very intuitive in gambling, playing the stock market, right? Listen to your hunches. A lot of people can make money with Jupiter in the fifth by getting in stocks. Now, I can't guarantee that all of you are going to get rich if you go out to the casino and play. A lot of you probably lose your butt. And it depends on the whole chart. But just with Jupiter in the fifth does say that you can be one of those people that can intuitively get lucky, strike it rich on seeing the opportunity of an investment, seeing the opportunity of a sales. Now, what is interesting is I said if you're not getting blessed and you're feeling tight, get around children. I would also say if you're going to expand that Jupiter, give to children's charities. Give to charities that support children. Give to the boys' home, the girls' home. Give to the Boy Scouts or whatever it is. But the more you can bless children, the more that Jupiter in the fifth and that Jupiter Leo is going to be happy. And it's going to be, okay, you're going to bless children. I'm going to bless you with money. I'm going to bless you with joy. I'm going to bless you with happiness, so you can spread it to the kids, so you can spread it to children. And so, and I always say for those that got Jupiter in the fifth and you want kids, children can be a huge blessing in your life. Children can actually activate the blessings of Jupiter. So if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know if I can afford to have kids, but you really want children, Jupiter in the fifth says, I can make you prosperous. Having children can literally open doors for the money to start flowing. Some people don't need to wait to start a family. With Jupiter in the fifth, it says, as the children come, so will the cash come. Now, that's if you want children. And if you can't have children, you should still bless children. We're all children of the universe, so it isn't just your biological children. It's also your creative works are your children. Everyone say, I gave birth to the book, or I gave birth to this idea. It's really, sharing your ideas with the world. And as I said earlier, you can make a lot of money from the things that you enjoy. I enjoy astrology. I make thousands of dollars off of astrology. Thousands. And I feel good about it. Why? Because it brings joy to people. It helps people. It lets people just really get in line with their higher self. So I get to do something that I enjoy doing, and I get blessed by it, because Jupiter is a teacher, right? So Jupiter in the fifth says you could teach your craft. I teach astrology. I have an astrology mentorship program. You want to be a professional astrologer and do one-on-one classes with me where I teach you how to do this professionally? You can go to my website, thebirthdaycoach.com, thebirthdaycoach.com, and you can get a consultation call for free about the mentorship program. It's a 4-month to a year program with me on how to become a professional astrologer. And so a lot of people that take this course are people that are hypnosis, life coaches, other people that are in different healing professions that want to help their clients, and they know that astrology can be another great tool for helping their clients. Then a lot of them go ahead and they get their mentorship program with me so they can learn these tools to help their clients. I also have business people that take some of these astrology courses that are doing a lot of investing, because they're like, I want to know the timing of when to buy things and when I shouldn't buy things. Astrology tells you that. Astrology is all about energy and timing. And if you know what energy or what areas you should focus on at what times, you're going to have more success than just trying to do everything all the time without any definite guidance on where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. So, like, once again, Jupiter in the fifth says, because Jupiter's a natural guru, you can become a guru of whatever it is that you're good with. Creativity. You can become a teacher to children, or you could teach your craft, because it's creativity, to other people that want to learn that craft. Like I teach astrology to other people that want to learn it. I teach life coaching to other people who want to learn it, and how to learn it and make it a business and how to be profitable from it. So let's recap. If you want miracles, opportunities, and blessings, because Jupiter is the planet of faith. Just because you're watching an astrology program doesn't mean that I don't believe in God, the universe, faith, whatever you want to call it. Jupiter in your natal chart, you got to have faith in something. You got to have faith in something. And in the fifth house, it says you got to have faith in your ability to lead. You got to have faith in your ability to shine. You got to have faith in your ability that people are going to want to see you, hear you, listen to you, because the fifth house is that natural house of entertainment. You got to have faith in also that you're here to make a difference in the lives of children. You're here to make a difference in the lives of the generations that are coming up underneath you. And, also Jupiter in the fifth says dating can be real good. So I'm not, if you got Jupiter in the fifth and you haven't dated in a long time and you're single and you want to date, sometimes going on a date can get the juices flowing again. That love juices, that infatuated juice. Most of the best songs what are they written? They're written usually after someone breaks up or just as they're falling in love. Why? Because the juices are really strong then. So if you're in a rut, you might want to go out on a date. You might want to go on a few dates just to get that infatuated juice, the love, the part about falling in love with the part of falling in love, that beginning stage. And so go out on a date, have some fun, definitely. And that would be good advice even if you're married and the marriage is starting to get a little dried out with Jupiter in the fifth. You got to keep that romance going. You got to keep the energy of romance. You got to keep the playfulness going. You stop the playfulness, you're going to dry up. Your money's going to dry up. Your love's going to dry up. Your marriage is going to dry up. Life is going to dry up. Are you feeling dry? I hope not. If you're feeling dry, guess what? You can get a little moisture going, a little wet water, a little wetness, a little fun, a little slip and slide. Fifth house, fun. Some of you saying, boy, you sound like the eighth house right now with all that sexual talk. No, but I am talking about, life is meant to be fun. And Jupiter in the fifth, Jupiter in Leo reminds us, hey, we need to be the star of our life. We need to be the main performer of what's going on in our life. And we should be doing it with flair, with fun, with pizzazz in whatever area that you're in. All right. Well, anyways, this is Jeremy Wright. And if you would like to know more about your Jupiter, you can get a coaching call with me. Go to thebirthdaycoach.com. You can get a half an hour Zoom coaching call where we'll look at your astrology chart and know exactly what you should be doing at this time in your life, whether career or finances. You can get an hour reading, thebirthdaycoach.com. And if you're interested in becoming a professional astrologer, take a look at thebirthdaycoach.com at the mentorship program. All right, everyone, go out, have fun, go laugh. Let these ideas, creative ideas, spark in your mind things that you want to share with the world, because your creativity is what's actually going to open up your cash and your happiness.